2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Belmont or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show.
G'day there, podcaster. Liam here. No ailments for me. One of the few in the team, dropping like flies this week. And we'll be down to even lower numbers tomorrow because Belle's off gallivanting at her soiree.
Hell
Be a boys'
yeah.
show. Boys, just the lads.
It'll be great.
Couple of lads and it'll be 2 lads behind the scenes and 2 lads on the scenes.
On the scenes.
And then, Scott also behind the scenes. He's sort of working.
He should be back tomorrow.
He's working from home, but a lot of testosterone in the air tomorrow. Yeah, no chicks allowed. You know,
How different's that?
well,
different?
So I think it's very.
It's been
different.
4 guys and 1 girl today and yesterday, and before that it was 5 guys and 1 girl the day before.
And
We're also
then,
speaking about
but
5 guys.
yes, and then before that, you bring Tina into the mix, and
Oh yeah, 5 guys and 2 girls.
Yeah, which
Pretty
is a
even.
film I've seen.
Film I've been in.
I mean, so
Yeah.
So just it's no, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I can't make a joke like that, and then but
Yeah.
yours is more hectic.
Is that the
though,
title?
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
got to be the title.
Depends.
5 guys, 2 girls.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Ben,
I am present. I have one bit of business that I'll get to at the end of the roll call. No ailments. And can I say, I've had no ailments for a while now. I mean, obviously no sick days. So
Look at me. Why are you looking at me?
well,
Yesterday.
yeah,
that doesn't count.
there was a sick day yesterday because you weren't
I
present
was
in the off-air
literally
pod.
here and well.
So what do you call tomorrow then?
Tomorrow is, I would say it's just like a scheduled day off
A
because I'm
scheduled
going
day.
to. Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Well, I gave you
That is
2
not
weeks
one of the
notice.
drop downs I do.
Well,
What's an unscheduled day?
Well, that would then umbrella over sick day and emergencies. But
I would
gave
love
you,
to
I gave
draw
you
up-
the 2 weeks notice. Plus, it's for the Nova partnership with the Melbourne Fashion Festival, and then so there's a lot of people going from here, and I happen to be one of them. And it was okayed by the boss for the partnership, and it will be fabulous.
for the record, pretty sure Liam got asked but turned it down.
Did you?
All for the show, mate. Wasn't going to leave you in the trenches.
Was just going to say, I had no ailments, and I think I attribute it to a vitamin I've been taking, because I haven't been sick now for ages. I remember last year there was some sickness going around, didn't get sick. I thought I was going to go down, didn't. Sam, my wife, she was very sick the last couple of weeks, and I was just waiting for
He's a
it.
very strong man.
Never got it, and I was like,
Strong.
What a man.
And then when I was overseas on holiday, forgot to pack the vitamins, didn't bring them with me, got sick.
I'm going to need to know what they are.
So,
Are they those ones that
This is getting very Bell Gibson.
Andy Zito was trying to...
no,
Give me that.
nothing like that.
Andy used to work
Armour
here.
Force?
No.
Yeah, Armour Force. That's what he... What are these ones?
So it's just it's 100% sulforaphane, which is like
Sounds synthetic.
no, it's not. It's actually not
cellophane.
Is that a brand name?
sulforaphane. So it's just when, and I try to grow it myself because
God.
you know
I'll
broccoli,
save you
right?
some.
You've had broccoli, right?
I have no idea.
So there's a tiny amount of sulforaphane in broccoli, but it's 100 times stronger when it's a broccoli sprout. And it does all sorts of good stuff for you. But I started taking because I heard it done a lot of good stuff. And so I started to grow my own broccoli sprouts. You can do it. It's just a little bit time consuming and you don't yield that much. You get some sprouts and then they go bad after like 3 days. They go brown. So it's a bit of a waste. But I found this website that just sells sulforaphane capsules. And so I bought a bunch of them. Ever since I started taking them, haven't got sick.
And Ben, then are you going to sell them on to us, and then we get a discount if we sell them on to other, like
And then
20
we
others?
must also start growing them for you.
Yeah.
That was the plan. I feel
With an MLM.
Give them a shot. I bought them from some random website.
What form are they in?
Pretty
Pill
good.
or gummy?
Capsule.
Oh,
Pill.
capsule.
Yeah.
Sulforaphane caps.
I eat a lot of broccoli, so that's probably why I don't get very sick very often.
Probably, yeah, but there's 100 times more in the sprouts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you had your sulforaphane today?
I did, yep.
And that's why
Have you
you're
had
so...
your potion tonight?
Yeah. your lotion, your potion. Belle?
Hello. Yeah, no. Oh, gee, I don't have any business or anything. Only ailment is I've bitten my fingernails down so much that, you know, when you bite them so much and then one gets infected.
Yes.
Done that. Good
I
fun.
am not familiar with that, but that doesn't sound like a good
But you've
time.
got.
Yeah.
Is that are those gels though?
Yeah, these
How
are
do you
gel.
bite your nails with gels like that? Crikey!
You just have a lot of force. Then you just get into it.
It's just not worth
And a
your
lot
money
of
getting
anger.
gels if you're going to do that. I
Well,
reckon.
that's why I get gels. I started getting my fake nails put on when I was in year 11. That's when I started, and I've never now not, because it was the only thing that would stop me
Stop
biting
you
my
from
nails.
biting your nails.
Yeah, I tried all the gross. I tried everything, and I just
So no natural nails since year 11.
nah.
Crikey!
You know what's something you never think about until you have kids is when you have a child, you have to cut their nails. And
Yeah.
they've got little tiny hands and they've got extremely sharp nails. And it's not an easy job.
Do they make baby clippers?
They do, so they've got
Okay.
little baby clippers, but it's so
clippers.
easy to slip. I've never cut Freddie, but I know I'm just one slip away from cutting his little finger.
And-
Because he likes to... What he'll do is he'll let you cut one,
Likes to cut.
and you cut the one finger, it goes great, then he'll run around for half an hour, and then you manage to reel him in, you cut the other one, and rinse and repeat.
And then when you finish both hands, you start again on the
Yeah,
first
Literally.
one.
That's how long it takes.
With very old people, podiatrists have to do it. Like people working in nursing homes, they're not allowed to do it. They get podiatrists
Oh,
in to
really?
cut all because they're like
nick
all on
themselves.
blood thinners, yeah, and
Oh,
they have like thin, frail
right.
skin. So like at the end of your life, you need like a professional to cut your nails. It's like
Who
a
wants to live to that age, honestly? In what world is that
oh
fun?
well, it's I wouldn't say it's necessarily fun, but it's it's just a nature of reality.
Nature of-
you know?
yeah.
yeah
You
it's
can't
just-
do it yourself.
Well, it could
Oh,
also
yeah,
be hard
no,
as
I've-
you might lose dexterity a bit as well to actually do
that's
it.
just quality of life is so low.
Yeah,
at
I know
that
you could
point.
still have a good quality of life and not be able to cut your nails.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that
Like,
would come
think-
with a lot of other things. You
Yeah, I know,
can't
but
do.
we've got a 105-year-old woman on this evening. She's having a rave party. I doubt she's bending down and cutting her own toenails at 105. No way.
Throwing
True.
it back at the rave though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, listen out for her. Hilda.
Hilda.
She'll be zooming in from her Derbyshire nursing home. Newman.
Here, no business, no ailments.
Wonderful.
All good.
Wonderful. You do... That's the same finger? You've got your
Yeah.
finger taped up.
Yeah, I just
Play a
do
bit of golf today?
No. No, I'm not playing a lot at the moment.
Is it because of the finger?
Yeah. It's good
What's wrong with it?
Because I feel like it got good for a bit there, right?
Yeah, and then I played 4 days in a row when I went over to New
You
Zealand.
went
It was
back
actually
home, yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It's just like I've got nerve damage in that hand, so I can't do the right strengthening exercises, so I just have to tape it to give it external strength.
I've got a pill that might help with that.
Is it Sephora?
Have you heard of broccoli, Ben?
Put it over here.
Now,
mate.
this one's in carrots.
Hey, actually, I forgot to say, because we were all at Live Golf on Friday, and Ben, you left early because, well, you saw everything you needed to see. We were there for 15 minutes, and myself and both the Bens was like right there for a hole-in-one, which is nuts.
That's
And
insane.
That was like the only one for the weekend at the party hole, so it's like, they didn't
I-
even have one last year, so it's like it's such a rare thing.
I have seen both the hole-in-ones at
Really?
Live Golf.
Oh,
Rare-
yeah, you were at the first one, eh?
Rare air, I reckon. I'd be one of the few
Yeah,
to see
that's
both.
You would think.
Cool.
You would think.
What are
Yeah,
the
because
chances?
so many people were just like, all you have to do is go to the Portaloo, or
Yeah.
like you're getting some
Oh,
chicken.
yeah.
Or
Blink.
I felt bad because remember I had some food and that guy, he was like, "Oh, did you want to sit to eat?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. Like I was just eating it, standing up." And he was like, "No, I'll go get some. You keep my seat." And I said, "I was like, yeah, sweet." So I was just talking to his mate, and then it happened whilst he was in the line. Yeah, so he missed it.
Can I ask
Brutal.
something? I wasn't there, and New Ben was telling me a story about you didn't want to go crazy, but Ben
yeah.
was like, "What are you doing, man?"
Because I was standing there, we all had like drinks and food was paid for, which is lovely, thank you. And I'm sitting there just going wild, holding my beer.
Yeah.
And being, I think it was you right beside me going, throw your beer. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't, okay.
I remember saying. I remember,
Throw it.
I remember saying, "What are you
Throw
doing?
it.
Throw your beer."
Throw that effing beer.
Throw
It's
the
waste
beer.
management. It's like that's what you do.
like,
Especially because you didn't pay for it. I was like, "Throw the beer."
You're
dude.
allowed
throw
to.
it.
And
That's
that was
the reason.
That was the one
Yeah.
thing this time, seeing the hole-in-one, that I didn't do the first time. I didn't throw my drink because last time I didn't have the good tickets and I had paid for my drink, and it was the first time experiencing it.
Yeah.
And I was pretty far back. I didn't throw my drink.
probably regret it
This
as well.
time, I was like, I threw that drink.
And you
instantly.
didn't want New Ben to miss out on
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
experience.
I threw my plate of chicken.
Wishbone on
that.
the tee box.
So
But-
did you have a big day? Like
yeah,
long
it was
and
fairly
did you drink a lot?
Yeah, I suppose if you, I was pretty sensible when I left the golf, but I did tear into a rather large one for the rest of that weekend. Safe to say. But what I was going to say is, remember how last year you and I were in that other spot, the cellar door, and all those guys were getting the balls? Like, they kept throwing the ball.
Did you get a ball?
No, we didn't. But I reckon if Ben and I wanted to, we could have. But there was these three guys who were blind, and they people were getting angry at them because they got in the time we were there. Honestly,
Maybe 3.
About 3 or 4.
Whoa.
Where are these
And people were
balls
like, "Hey,
coming from?
share them around."
Players.
The players,
So players would throw them out to the crowd.
So there's a certain
Throw
spot.
golf balls?
No,
they just like lob it up.
Yeah.
So
It's
there's a
just-
certain
yeah.
spot
pegging.
where when you finish the hole, you got to walk to the next tee off,
Right.
and you have to go past this certain spot. And that was where we had our tickets for, and that was where people stand.
When I left, because I left like pretty early, I've only just remembered this, but I was walking out and I got a bit lost and I didn't know where I was going. But I was walking out and then they were like, "Oh, stop!
Yeah.
The players are all coming through."
This would be new for you because they don't let you cross certain
Yeah,
fairways.
that didn't work for me. I
do you
had to
mean?
leave, and my Uber was there.
You can't do
so
that.
Yeah,
I
I
was
know,
like,
but that's the
"Excuse
rules."
me, I have to go."
Okay, but
And so
whatever.
all these players, and they were meandering with their bags and shit, and I was like, "Nah."
Should've got
so
there
I
earlier.
just pushed through, and I was like, "Excuse me,"
You
and
went
I just
through
walked,
them?
Well, you went on the fairway.
Oh.
No, I just walked where the players were all walking. I just cut across them.
I don't know what you...
But
That
they're okay.
sounds
They didn't
bad.
mind, but a lot of people were looking at me, and I was like, "I need to leave here. I'm out." So
That's how it works.
well, it
There's
was very
rules that you
inconvenient,
need to
and there were
abide
so
by.
many of them coming. I was like, there was like 30 guys coming, and I was like, I can't wait for
That's
this.
like if you're at the basketball and you want to go to the bathroom, but they're on the other side of the court, and you walk across the court while game plays on.
well,
Yeah, or like walking
don't
behind the
cut
bowler's
across-
arm in the cricket. Like
Yeah.
you're not allowed to do
But
that.
this was the footpath. They were cutting across my part.
No,
where I
okay,
was
none of it's
using.
yours. Private
No.
course.
So I wasn't going on the field or the hole,
Oh Jesus.
but they were coming onto the footpath.
This is not
So
good for
I was
us for
like-
next year. This is
No.
not good.
Say goodbye to the free tickets, fellas.
I think my
But
favourite
I'm
part was
expecting
when the
Greg
hole in
Norman.
one happened, and I think we must have messaged the footage through in the chat and everything, and Bell's response was, "What happened?"
What happened? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all I saw was you guys throwing cups.
Yeah, what could have
And then Liam,
happened?
yeah, Bell
Liam's
said,
like-
Bell said, "What happened?" And then Liam replied and goes, "I'll give you one guess."
Like, well, honestly, if you thought about that before you sent that message, what could have happened? Why would everyone?
I don't know.
throw-
Maybe there was a riot and someone started
Why would?
like
But everyone
throwing
was
shit.
cheering. Everyone was happy.
And also,
What could have happened?
if there was
know,
a
maybe
riot,
someone famous
why are we
came
sending
out.
footage?
I don't know. I was like, I don't know what's happening. There was a lot of cups everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it was nice having Newbin's obviously pretty cluey with his golf, so it was nice having someone there being like, he's from here and he's this guy. And I liked when you said Phil Mickelson is like, watch him, he loves the thumbs up. And
Loves
he
it.
really, dude, it was so funny. He was like, just giving the thumbs up to everyone. He's like, he's obviously
Loves it.
but he's a bit of a legend, that guy, right?
I got a video on my phone giving him a high five.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hang on. This year?
No, year one, first year.
Oh, not.
That's,
I
that's
thought you meant like
dope.
year one of school.
He's tall, bigger than I thought.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's sort of hard to tell because
Yeah.
he's super tall, I suppose. That's sort of
Yeah, I think I was.
Yeah.
I was taller
Ben
than
and
him.
Liam towered over him.
Yeah,
but,
you would've
Ben
actually,
patted
you would
him
have
on the
been.
head.
Yeah.
You would have been taller.
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
booped him on the nose.
Taller than you thought.
Did you want to get my business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
I'm here.
exciting. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
and yeah, Jack's here, and as we said, Scott working from home, Tina sick.
So, I mean, you guys have seen this and pretend to be excited, but I appreciate that, Ben. This is a bag that was on our desk when we got to work today. Very exciting.
Paper.
We mention them all the time on this podcast. I'm glad we're finally getting some sort of traction. It's Uniqlo. Shout out to Uniqlo.
Best in the business.
There's a little message on top of the bag. It says, "Hi, Ben Lehman Bell. The new Uniqlo sweat sets are a viral sensation up north, and they've just dropped in Australia last Thursday. They're already making waves, and we think you'll love them. Perfect for those late nights on Ben Lehman Bell. Stay cozy and stylish. If you share on your socials, don't forget to tag at Uniqlo AU. Cheers, the Uniqlo team."
Look at that.
Should we get a little
Cheers.
picky?
Thank you, guys.
And then there's some really good stuff in there. So you've got the sweats, obviously. There's like
They look good.
a forest green. Is it a hoodie? It's a hoodie.
Oh, that looks clean.
Of course, it's got that awesome like Uniqlo feel to it.
Just
you know?
high quality,
High
you know,
quali-
but not a high price.
Can I see the tag? Hang on.
Absolutely.
You'll find.
And then there's the matching forest green pants.
Lit.
That's a small. Then there's the same in a large, and then there's another one in grey. So
Why did I think they would have
Dibs
that?
green.
Gibbs grey, large.
Hmm?
That means Bell. You got
Bell?
the small.
What size is the grey? Is the grey large?
That's mine. That's the grey's large.
You already claimed
Liam's
that.
claimed the large forest
There's
green.
one for you.
well,
You've got one left.
I appreciate that they think I'm a small. I'll take the small, thank you.
You want to feel it?
Is there more for the
Feel it.
rest of the? I sort of feel bad if we've got out this big bag of Uniqlo. And if
No,
I'm like,
that's
yeah,
okay. I buy all my stuff from
I'll
Uniqlo
take
anyway, and
the
I'm happy
bag
to still
home.
do that. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take the tag.
I would genuinely be up for giving mine away as well to anybody, but the thing is, I've been in the market for a grey tracksuit.
You have when you wear it to work.
I know it's getting a bit old, and I genuinely was going to
so
go.
fair.
Yeah.
I was going to go to Uniqlo to buy one of these, and now I've got it for free, so I am going to claim them.
And I think you guys would agree when you look in my eyes, olive is clearly my colour.
Absolutely.
So it's
It
a hard.
is.
Olive.
Oh, thank you.
I think you'd look good in it.
Thank you. I actually nearly bought a olive suit today.
Oh, it's a dope
Can I tell you
colour.
about my experience? So I went to the dentist.
Just quickly, if I might just jump in, and then we can put the Uniqlo stuff
Mm-hmm.
to the side. Only thing that would have made this better is if they chucked in some socks.
but
the
thank
ones I'm
you
currently
very
wearing.
much, Uniqlo.
Yeah,
Well,
no, we
our good
often
friends.
Uniqlo. We often reference your amazing socks.
Yeah, no, it's well. I'm rocking a
love
full
that.
Uniqlo kit
Same.
currently. You are too.
Yep.
I'm sure Ben's shirt probably is underneath there.
Yep.
And of course, everyone else in the room.
Uh,
Thumbs up.
Sorry,
Thumbs
what were
up.
you saying?
Yeah, right. So was at the dentist and side
To buy a
note.
suit.
No, yes, I'll get to
Well,
that.
there's your problem.
I may have to do, and I will still be coming in because you know.
You do it in the morning, and then you got the
Trooper,
afternoon
exactly.
priority.
I
You
do
got,
need
you got
to.
a teeth problem.
I will need to get 4.
Whoa.
Wisdom teeth out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you still got
damn.
your wisdom teeth?
Oh, that's why I'm so wise.
Wow.
But yeah, no, they're coming in on some pretty gnarly angles, and they said, "Hey, that's going to cause some issues there, champ." So they said we can do 2 in the chair. The other 2 are on such an angle that it will need to be a general. But
Really?
I said, but I could still go to work that day, yeah. And they said, yeah, it's just hard talking. And I said,
Yeah.
that won't be an issue.
But I also
I don't do much of that with my job, so it's fine.
I obviously
Hang on.
don't
It'd be
think.
funny though.
I don't think you'll be able to do the show properly, but
it
I
would be
think
funny.
that's funny.
Be in
yeah.
the studio.
Yeah.
Like
It's
wisdom,
so
wisdom.
funny.
It's like
Cross the
Jordan flu game. Like
Yeah.
if I had wisdom teeth show.
Can you do it for a Friday?
Like we're here with Ben Bell.
Okay.
Have you got it booked in?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But like, because it's also one of those things that I'm like, how they did tell me 6 months
it
ago I
bleeds
needed
a
to.
lot, though, like when you're trying to, like, because you'll have
Well, it
gauze
just
in
seems
your...
like a hassle. Like I don't really want to do it, but I also know that I'll be
Bit
annoyed if my
now.
teeth start getting all.
I think it's fine. I remember getting. I had 2, didn't have 2, so they're all out now.
Oh,
as
I
in,
had
like,
all 4.
So I just had
Yeah,
2.
same.
I think one was
In
top,
one go?
one was bottom.
Yeah.
Did you
same.
just in the chair, like just local?
In the chair, local,
Yeah, what
ripped
the
them
hell?
out, and then that was when we were on the J's.
I didn't know you could do that.
Went
I
to work
had
that day.
I had like a full
It
day
just depends.
under.
So for two of mine, they can because they're coming through straight. But the
Yeah.
other 2 are on an angle, so that's when you need a surgeon.
Mine must have been all over the
yeah,
place.
yeah, they must have
No,
been
no,
on an
I had to go complete, and they had to do the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. So even
I
if there was
still got
one on an
mine, yeah.
angle, you would still have to, or if there was all, but
Right.
yeah,
Are you going to get all 4 out in one go
yeah.
and then come in? Or are you
Yeah.
going to do 2,
Yeah,
come
what a
in,
hero.
do 2, come in?
We'll just do it all in one hit, right? Get it out of the way.
So how do they get you from the chair to the general?
So I think
No,
they
you
give
just
you a
go-
referral for another.
Right.
No,
So
No, you just
no,
go
you get
under and
all-
get all
yeah.
4 out.
You wouldn't get 2 done and then go somewhere else to get the other 2
that's
done.
what I'm saying. That's why I want to do it all in one hit. But
Yeah,
I'm saying they give you a referral to a dental
thought-
surgeon that can do all 4 at the same
Pricey.
time. Yeah, well, actually, it would have only been $200 out of pocket if I just got the 2 done in the chair.
Because of health insurance?
Yeah, private health is pretty good.
Nice.
So I was like, that's easy, you know, I can whip them out now if you want, champ.
Yeah.
But I was like, I would rather not have a sore mouth like twice if I can just have
Yeah.
it once and just
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, you know, could I come back in 10 years and it still hasn't changed that much?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes
It
I
ju-
think-
I just feel like there's
yeah.
never going to be a convenient time.
You're
Sometimes
gonna have to
dentists,
drug
I
for it.
swear, are like grifters. Like dentists love telling you to do stuff that you don't really need to do.
Yeah, and realistically, I'll probably just forget about it. But yeah, so just bookmarking that could have Jordan flu game.
Yep.
A Liam wisdom teeth show.
Well, you might, because the anesthetic and stuff, and like painkillers and everything, you won't be clear-headed either. So there is. I'm
loose.
just flagging. I don't think you can actually be on
Can
it.
I
and
also
stop me.
can I flag something to the room? Would we, if Liam came in after having 4 wisdom teeth removed and did a show,
That day.
It's kind of funny.
It
Like,
is
would we
hilarious.
would we then go back on his record and remove permanently that.
Oh, yeah.
So then
you'd have to.
You go back to never having a
No,
I think so.
because you're doing this for laughs.
Okay, Miss Dinner.
Miss Dinner.
Dinner tomorrow.
I would acknowledge that you've never had a sick day if you come in after having all 4 wisdom.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That would be struck from
And
your
it
record.
would be truly wondrous if I could have it
all-timer.
because it follows me like everywhere. Like you know what I mean? It's
I
like
don't think other people will be okay
we'll
with it.
cross the bridge when we come to
It's
it.
kind of like a presidential pardon.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But now this sort of feeds into the other story of how because the dentist was near the suit place.
Right.
I got a wedding next weekend. And I was like, guys just wear the same thing all the time, right? But I'm like, I've kind of rinsed that one for the last 2 years. It's the one with the
I know
black
what you're
and
talking
white.
about, yeah.
I wear it for
good.
literally every event
Yeah.
I go to. So I was like, maybe time for a new jacket. And
Oh, so same pants, same shirt. and jacket.
yeah, I was thinking just, let's not get too crazy. Or maybe then I saw there was like a suit in the window. I was like, maybe I'll just get that. Like it's like the green pants and I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, went there, supposed to be open at 10, got to 10:07. Then the guy rocked up in a fluster, said he's late on the tram. I said, that's not my problem, buddy. You better open this shit up and sell me a suit right now. Okay. I just found out I have to have 4 wisdom teeth out and then do a show to scrub my record. So you try and tell me you've had a bad day. Anyway, so he like came in a fluff, bit of a fluster, and then he was just like never calmed down. Like he was like a little bit sweaty and he was like dropping stuff, and then he was like, and then this other guy came in, and so then the other guy was there. So there's 2 guys, and he was just like. He's like, yeah. So I was like, oh, that's nice over there. And he's like, no, that's the suit side. So you have to get a whole suit if it's on that side, and then it's like a jacket if it's on that side. And I was like, yeah, like I get that, like I understand. But he was making it way more. And then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna have a look. He's like, well, you need to tell me what you want if I'm gonna help you. And I was like, literally, I was getting annoyed at this guy because I
You
was
don't
like,
know
hang on.
what's happened in his life.
I do. He was just late for a tram.
No, but his partner may have broken up with him the night before.
And I was very
Don't-
polite.
His dog
but it's
may have
also-
just died.
Don't take it out on Liam.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just a paying customer, you know?
Yeah, it can't. Liam
And
can't
then-
have to take that.
And then so I tried the suit on, and a third guy came in, and they were like.
Workers or
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
workers.
Yeah, that's
They're
what I
like,
thought.
Tony, you're not on today. And then they were like arguing about who had to go home. And then I walked out and said, I'm not, it's okay, guys. I'm gonna leave because I was already kind of put off by the thing. I was like, it would have been convenient because I don't really like going shopping anyway. But I was like, it's just there. I was already parked literally out front. I'm like, perfect. I'll walk out the dentist, get the suit, and then done.
Right.
And he was like, oh, it's very soon for an event if it's next weekend. I'm
Oh,
like,
come
it's a
on.
suit jacket, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, it's not my wedding. It's a friend. Like,
Yeah.
And anyway, their customer service it sort of in turn made me flustered, and I left politely, but
In a
I
hump.
left in a hump. I said, "Oh, that'll do." Me.
It kind of reminds me of
Wow.
the old shoe shops where there's either too many staff or not enough staff.
Yeah.
When there's 3 people trying to get 70 people to try on
It was
shoes
also
and have
funny
a walk
because I
around.
was behind the curtain trying the thing on, and I could hear them arguing, like, "Well, it's too much of us. Like, there's not enough work for 3 of us."
Did you find out any more info on
Work it
why he was
out.
so flustered? Maybe.
No, but he just said he was late with the tram, but I was like, so I had no one.
Maybe-
The store was late to open, and then I had too many people in the
How
store.
late would it have been to open if the guy that wasn't supposed to be
I
there
know,
didn't
right?
rock up?
I know.
You know?
Maybe he was flustered because he looked at the roster the day before. He knew he was stealing the other guy's shift, but he thought he'd get away with it.
It was like
the whole time he was on edge.
he's the RBA's cut the rates, but it's just not soon enough. He wants to make it a little bit extra bit of crust, so he's trying to take shifts
If
from
he
the
was
other
stressed
workers.
about the interest rates, that would be all time.
Yeah. I got a little thing in the app. And the app says, "Hey, in a few months, don't you worry, we'll bring them down too." Whatever.
Well, it should
What
be.
app?
It'll be depending on the bank, but it'll be either end of the month, end of this month, or if some are doing it on the 5th of March.
I think mine said 28th of Feb
Yeah.
onwards.
Most of them are doing 28th of Feb,
Yeah.
and then some are doing 5th. So you get it pretty soon.
Just can't
Unless
trust,
you're fixed.
can't trust banks, can you? I want to
you
be
can.
I just want to be like one of those, unless they sponsor the show. But I'd love to be like one of those old people that just have all their money in there
Yeah.
in a
shoebox.
mattress. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it comes with its own
You
dangers. But
Can you imagine, like, honestly, I was having this conversation with Christian the other day because he was like, can you imagine just living, like, 150 years ago and just everything's slow, everything's
gold.
there.
Well, it'd
It's
be-
just, if you want to see someone, you go see them or you, like,
How
write them a
good.
letter instead of, like, oh, quick, this is happening, and this is it. And he's like, you get paid in a paycheck. You
Obviously,
get your money.
there's
I was
also
Well,
like
you're not getting paid 150 years ago.
There's also
Like, there's
well, yeah, I suppose there's like good things and bad things. I think this is and maybe it's just because we've got a bit of time to kill today, and we're like 25 minutes into this pod. But what do you think? There was a golden age, and have we already had it, or is it yet to come, or are we in it? I mean,
that's
you always sort of
a great
obviously there's a
question.
lot of bad things happening in the world and a lot of things that's not right with the world, but it's also like living standards are pretty comfortable for most people.
I'd love to live in the cowboy era.
Yeah, so you'd like that. That's sort of what you're thinking.
Or the samurai.
Is that how you're supposed to pronounce that?
I don't know. I just like saying samurai.
Oh, there's a bit of
but
flair from you.
just
Sorry.
slaying the Mongols.
Oh, what did the Mongols
bad,
do?
but bad time to live if
kinda
you're a
like,
Mongol. You know,
yeah.
with Ben's.
It's kind of like that fantasy that what's the TV show? Westworld.
I haven't seen it, but
Yeah,
I know
I haven't seen
it.
the lesser-known Hemsworth's in that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And we had him on the show one time and asked him if we could get his brother's phone number, which I sort of
Yeah.
regret.
Yeah, that's right. Fun fact about Genghis Khan.
Ooh.
There's a couple of documentaries I want to watch about him because I think he's a pretty interesting person, but obviously a very bad person for a lot of reasons. But supposedly they destroyed everyone that got in their way, like
Oh,
everybody.
they smashed their way through
just
Asia.
destroyed
Yeah.
everybody.
And Europe.
The one place they didn't get to or couldn't get through, Japan samurais. They tried, they couldn't get through them.
How did they get to Japan? Did they
They only had one proper battle,
Right.
and it was a small island off of Japan where the Mongols were trying to get to Japan, and they stopped them. And they couldn't get past.
What's that stat
That's cool.
about
Good
Genghis Khan and the lineage of Genghis Khan about how
I think it's like something like
one in
8%
people, yeah.
of Asia has his DNA.
yeah, that's
Wow.
insane.
Yeah, he was kind of like the Bonnie Blue of ancient
Okay.
Mongolia.
No.
Do you reckon Genghis Khan ever posted? So make sure you line
In
up.
no
I'm going to be in
way,
Mongolia
shape, or
today. Big lineup.
Oh my god! Did you see what Genghis Khan did on the socials?
Genghis Khan's pregnant.
1,000 women. Oh, yeah.
There's a big difference.
Yeah. No, I don't take that out of context. It was just
In context.
Yeah. Take it in context, please.
But New Ben did just leave the room, and I like to think canonically
'Cause he was so
because he
rattled
was so
from the bunny.
disgusted about the Bonnie Blue comment. Oh no, sorry.
I think
Bonnie
the
Blue's
50s
pregnant.
would have been 50s would have been golden age.
Well, it depends once again who for.
Yeah,
right?
depends
Like
who
you
you
gotta,
The trad wives would have liked it.
I would like to be a stay-at-home wife, please. I would like a man to open doors for me. Do you know? Oh, I've started doing this thing that I saw online. It's incredible. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say it in a room of 3 dudes. Anyway, I tried it. It's amazing. I saw this thing. This girl posted online and said, new challenge is when you're on the street walking, don't move out of the way for guys and see how many men you walk into. And I've done it, and I've bashed into the dude every time.
What's the point of it?
To show that, so as a girl, you're always like, oh, sorry. But she was like, when you're on the street, just keep walking and don't be the one to move. And
Well, I think it depends on the context. If you're on the right side and I'm on the left, I would move. If I was on the right side and you were on
Yeah.
the left, I would move.
Also, if I'm walking faster and I want to get past you,
Yeah.
I will, or I know I'm kind of on a morning walk and I'm going brisk, I'll always go around the
I'm
outside
talking
because I don't want to bonk into
so
you.
if I walk up, like most days I'll walk up like Church Street,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like 3 dudes walking all in freaking a line, like next to each other, and I have to like stop and move out the way for them. So I will be like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep
This
going.
week, move, bitch, get out my way.
And that's,
Legit. And
that's
so,
a lived
but I've started
experience.
doing it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what that girl said, and every time they've been like rattled by.
So I saw this other challenge online, and I've been actively walking into people lately. I've been trying that. So people
Walk
will be,
into women
they'll
challenge.
Be,
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say that, Jack.
it's not a challenge. You just
I didn't say
do it.
that. I said,
How do you know?
So people will
I've got
sort
the
of
high score.
they'll have their dog or whatever, and they'll be people will be like nicely sort of moving out the way, and then you just shoulder bump everyone you walk past.
In that area, though, I will say there is an epidemic of people taking up the whole footpath with their dogs. Let me past, I swear to God. Also,
Yeah.
Melbourne, since I moved to Melbourne, so many dogs in the inner city, especially when I lived in the CBD. Why are you living on a night story with like a golden retriever? What the hell is going on there?
It does feel like I've only got a very small patch of grass for a very small dog,
Yeah.
but it does feel, even that feels a little bit like, ooh, we wish we had.
And I reckon my
more
posture
space,
is
but-
so bad because my morning walks are just spent with me. I have to look down because otherwise I walk in dog shit just everywhere on like church.
Yeah.
Like it's decently clean in the morning, but wow.
Yeah, it gets a little hairy sometimes with the cyclists and if there's if someone's walking a dog on the other side of the footpath and you're on the side and there's a cyclist coming through, had a few things where you're just like, oh, it's all a bit congested.
Well, do what I do. Just stand your ground.
Stand your ground.
Yeah.
See what
What
that's
if everyone stood their ground? No one would go past each other.
Well, that's the finding of this, is that all three men all lined in a row don't move. And this time I'm not moving. And it's been very eye-opening. But anyway, it's my little lesson.
Do you remember that bit, that idea I had
Fell
ages
into
ago? We never did it. It was very 2014. I was like, oh, we should do a bit where... Did I have the idea or did I see it and I said we should do it? I can't remember. Maybe I'm claiming someone's idea, but...
Plinth.
In the fresh days.
Oh, we hit half an hour. That's
And I was like, oh, what we should do is draw a line on the footpath. And then... You draw a line on the footpath and then you pick a number. So let's say I'm going to say 7. So you draw a line and the 7th person that walks over that line, you have to either kiss them or fight them.
Yeah, legit. I remember. I knew exactly. I remember as soon as you said the line, I was like, I remember the thing.
Yeah.
You have to say, like, for the start of the round, you say, I'm going to kiss the seventh
No, I
person,
think you have
or
to
you
say,
flip on the spot.
you say a number, then when the person walks over the line, you then have to decide, do I kiss them or fight them?
I think you should have to decide when the round starts. So
Yeah.
if it's like...
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Otherwise, if it's like...
Yeah, so you say...
a big dude, you're going to be like,
say,
oh, fuck.
12 and fight.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
have a
yeah.
certain amount, or have a certain amount of both to use. So if you've used up all of your kisses,
Yeah.
What would be
and
worse?
some old person walks across the line, and go, oh shit.
Even if it was just you just purely use the fight thing by example.
Yeah.
Would it be better if you say, okay, yeah, I'm going to say I want to fight the 7th person, and so the 7th person walk past and they've got a rat's tail on like TNs and
They're ready to fight.
they're like, literally just like sick. I'm so glad you asked because I did actually want to stomp someone out today. So let's go. Would that be worse, or it's someone with like a Zimmer frame, like an old man,
Yeah.
and you have to go? You want to, you have to commit to it
Or
and
a
like scare.
14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
kissing is problematic. Now, in hindsight, like, you could
for someone fighting, to be fair, it's all you
I
know.
reckon it would be worse to have to kiss the guy that wanted to have a fight because he's probably
true.
homophobic.
It's more the idea, the hypothetical of
Yeah.
playing it, filming
Yeah.
it, and then just seeing. Obviously, you wouldn't do the thing, but it's funny to see who crosses
It's
the
a
line.
real 2010 social experiment
Yeah.
on YouTube kind of prank video,
Yeah.
isn't it? I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
jeez,
Great
crikey.
idea. Good off air as well.
See ya.
Bye.
And that's it!
Liked that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Mount Hawthorn or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.